搭乗大変お疲れ様でございました。当機は成田国際空港に到着いたしました。ただいまの現地時刻は8月9日午後12時53分でございます。皆様の安全のため機体が完全に停止し、記者がベルト着用サインを消しますので、シートベルトをしっかりと締めください。
まもなく渋谷に到着いたします。山手線、東急東横線、東急田園都市線、京王井の頭線、地下鉄銀座線、地下鉄半蔵門線、地下鉄副都心線はお乗り換えです。
Hello, I just found an angle to film an introduction for this video. Inside it's pretty dark, but as you can see the weather in Japan is pretty good. Usually in the summer it always gets quite hot. It has, I think, 34 degrees every day and it's really humid, but yeah, I'm so glad obviously that I finally here. The last time I think it's already 4 years back, I was in Japan, and we always go to Tokyo since my grandma and my aunt and cousins are living here, so we're gonna be here for 2.5 weeks to see mostly my family. And yeah, today I'm also gonna see my grandma, and I flew here to Japan with my sister, so I'm about to go with her to the city. And yeah, it is just really crazy how you can get here in, I think we flew maybe like 16 hours or less. I think the shortest way is 11, but thinking back how much I had to travel with the Interrail to just one country to the one next to it was sometimes 10 hours, so yeah, it's crazy how I can get in a short amount of time to a whole new country. And yeah, I'm excited to take you along. It's the first time that I'm vlogging in Japan. The last time I was here I didn't even have a YouTube channel, and yeah, thank you for being here. And actually my sister and I are at an Airbnb in Tokyo. Usually we would stay at my aunt's place, but my mom is already staying there for a few weeks. So yeah, it's a new experience as well for us. And yeah, let's go to the city center. This is our evening snack. This is mochi, like rice ball-ish with red bean paste, and we love red bean paste. It's really good. Good morning. Today we're gonna have lunch with our grandma, and we're gonna see our uncle in the evening. Before that, my sister and I will go to some second-hand stores, but it's pretty hot. I think 34 degrees today, so yeah, you can't really do that much in one day, but yeah.
美しい花作りをオーガニックの力でサポートするルーオーガニックからエクストラクト。
まもなく1番線に新宿池袋方面行きが参ります。まもなくですから黄色い手口ブロックまでお下がりください。
These ones are vegetarian, so we can eat these. This one, this one, this one, and this one. あー、これすごい美味しそう。
めっちゃ美味しそう。
Today we met up with my friend Haruna to go to Shimokitazawa, which is quite famous for second-hand clothing stores. Wow, でかいね、なんか。どうやってFirst, this is the special burger. Typhoon is coming up today, so it's probably gonna rain the whole day today. We're just getting ready. I think it's already 4 p.m. but today the weather is not so good, so we just relaxed and we actually watched Terrace House. Like Terrace House is a Netflix series and you can watch it. I think it's good to if you want to learn Japanese, because I don't know, it's quite also entertaining, and sometimes we have a phase where we watch it together. And and yesterday we met Haruna, and I got to know Haruna 4 years ago when I was in Japan for half a year, and she's just really good at finding good spots in Tokyo since she just grew up here. And I think we will meet her again for one more time to go a little bit outside of Tokyo for a day. But yeah, other than that, I think we're just gonna meet our mom today. Sunday and we're just walking to our grandma, and there we're gonna eat with our mom for lunch, and then we're going to the church that I was going to like 4 years back, and it's gonna be quite exciting to see the people from church again. And yeah, we are passing by a school where I also went to when I was really little for elementary school, but just for like 4 weeks, 6 weeks maybe, and that's the new school now.
エビとかお肉がそれが多分1個から注文できるのもあるから、
天ぷら天ぷら美味しそう。
美味しい。
The Ginza subway line, the Hanzomo subway line, and the Fukushi subway line. Please watch your steps when you leave the train.
A なんで知ってんの？写真を撮る。それでトマト。
これはしそ餃子。We're just visiting a friend and he lives in this tall building. Wow. So pretty.
ちょっと歩く。
通常の現金の年が
Ich kaufe mir wirklich diese Tasse. Hello, I just packed our 2 suitcases. My sister and I are going to our aunt for the last 3 days. We are really looking forward to that because it also feels more home to be there, and my mom is also staying at that place. And yeah, I feel like I didn't really had that much time to also be like in front of the camera and talk you along like all of these small clips that I took. But yeah, I think during my time in Japan I could really rest a bit more, also like mentally, because I mean we did a lot of activities, and it was just really nice to be at a place again where I was not a full tourist, if I can say that, because I have seen most of the places already. So we just went to a lot of things that I knew, and it was I think a bit more peaceful than, for instance, the Interrail, where you went to a lot of places in such a short amount of time. So it was nice to stay in Tokyo for 2.5 weeks, and yeah, I'm really grateful that I grew up with these 2 cultures. Also, what I wanted to share is that I think if you're planning to go visit Japan, I feel like summer is not the best season to come because it's so humid. I mean, it had like 33 degrees kind of every day. The good thing is that when you go into like the trains or so, they have like the air, like it's cold there. That's what I wanted to say. But I really would recommend to go also in winter, since the last time I was in Japan for 6 months, it was around winter, and the sky is nearly every day blue in winter, and so it's not like a depressing winter like you have it sometimes in Berlin. So I really also can recommend to go in winter. And for what I also experienced for the first time now is that my sister and I are vegetarians, and so it was a really different experience to like find places where we could eat. It was a bit disappointing to see the lack of vegetarian meals, and you really have to be careful what you choose, because one time we went to a pasta place and then we thought they didn't wrote any meat or fish to the menu, but then we like checked if there was really no meat in it, and then they said, no, sorry, we have meat in all of those dishes. So you should really like ask again and say like, is it really a vegetarian meal, because I guess it's not really that common yet, but we definitely found some places where you can eat vegetarian. But also one thing that we didn't eat like 1000% vegetarian is that in a lot of like ramen or udon noodles or soups, they use this dashi where there's like a bit like a really bit of fish in it for flavoring the soup, I guess. And yeah, we didn't cut out that soup because yeah, if you cut out that soup, it's quite sad what you can't eat. So that's why we could eat like ramen and udon noodles. But so yeah, I thought, oh my god, wow, I really have high respect for people who are vegan in Japan, because that's a whole different story. But I think you can make it anywhere, I guess. But yeah, that's what I wanted to share as well. And yeah, in the end, I thought I'd share what I got from my 2 services that I got from the church that I was going to. I really love that church. I think it's my favorite, if you can say that, from what I have experienced in the last few years. I think it's because I just love that the service is in English and Japanese. So yeah, it really helps me also with the languages, to learn them. And the worship team is so great. And yeah, they sing like, so they sing it, that's really interesting. They sing like Elevation, or I don't know, Bethel, or Hillsong Music, and all of the things you probably know if you have been to worship evenings or so. But they do it that they sing, for example, a verse in English and then one in Japanese, so it's always like mixed up. And I think it's really nice to combine those cultures and to integrate people who are not able to talk or sing in Japanese. And yeah, okay, the first service was about how big your influence is with talking to people and how much your words can change in other people's hearts. I think it was a big lesson for me because yeah, I think it is so difficult to speak wisely or speak things that you really want to say out loud. I think in the past weeks or so I had a lot of moments where I felt like I said a lot of things that I didn't thought through, and that I really regretted a lot. So that was a really good reminder that yeah, our words have so much power, and we should really choose wisely which words we should choose. Okay, I wanted to say we should be really careful about the words we choose to express ourselves, because it also yeah, reflects our heart in a way. And yeah, the second thing is that we grieve a lot of times over uncertainties and difficulties, or people that we lose in life. And it was about that God is really fine with us and totally okay with us to feel that grief and be sad and yeah, process those emotions. But it is also important that you don't forget to grieve with hope. And I don't know, this really spoke to me in a situation I had a few weeks ago, that I was like so into being sad about how I reacted in a moment, and yeah, felt like also disappointed in myself. But yeah, it gave me a lot to hear this message, to yeah, be hopeful, and yeah, have hope that you can change and you can do it better next time. And maybe that doesn't give you anything, but it really spoke to me, those 2 services, and yeah, I wanted to share them. I love going to the super. In a Japanese supermarket there are a lot of things already like that you can take it on the go, and this makes it so convenient, but it's all in plastic, obviously. Or this section is also pretty nice and convenient, and you can already buy this, a lot of vegetables. Yeah. Like, it's all about convenience here. You can also see you can just buy this and put it within a pasta and then you're good to go. This is like fish sauce. I actually tried it 4 years ago and it's so good. Or here's like basil pasta. Yeah. There's just so many to choose from. We ordered Japanese ice cream and this is with matcha and beans. And this is mango. And Yuya's is with peach. Wow, it looks like, it doesn't look like food.よかった。